Hello again. So, last week I said everything was going pretty decent. Um, that was kind of true. This week is the week before spring break, which means I have a bunch of stuff to do. Not really. I actually only have a few things to do, but some of the things I have to do are pretty important and have a lot of weight to them, so it feels like I have a lot of stuff to do. So, mm, I gotta work out today. Gotta remember to do that tonight. My goals. After my failure with working out, I did actually hop back onto it, and I've gotten much. I've kind of recovered, so got to do my stuff today, and then I'll be good. My pornography goal. Everything's going pretty fine by now. I haven't really been failing. I will admit it's been a little tough since we've gotten really close to midterms, or we're getting close to midterms, so things are getting a tad more stressful and things are going up. Luckily, I got spring break. I can use that as a great equalizer. I can reset some stuff. I can continue working on things that I need to finish over spring break so that at the excuse me, at the very least, when I return, won't be much of a. I'll have a hell of a lot more, a hell of a lot less, lot more, a hell of a lot less stress, and I can sort of chill a little bit and not have and focus more on my porn goals. Which this being the last Friday of the month, that means next month we got to go up one, and I would be remiss to say it's getting more difficult. Definitely, it's getting a hell of a lot more difficult. I hope at the very least I don't fail at seven. That would put a bit of a wrench into everything. This particular one has been very consistent with the amount of days and specifically when I'm able to do it, just sort of naturally based off of last month. I've just been able to do it on Monday of every day, which, well, it's nice to have the fact that, oh, a consistently scheduled day. It's very easy to keep track of for sure. It's uh it's still difficult to do because I literally just got done with doing five, so doing six is becoming it is a chore. I know the requirement is only five, but I do want to try and go a little above that. I want to go above and beyond. Although I'll admit, at times, the extra challenge I'm giving myself is probably adding a hell of a lot more stress than I should be putting on myself. So, going into next month, since the extra would be seven instead of the six that I was facing this month, I might, very well might, not going to say it's a guarantee, but I might sort of rescind that challenge a little bit, or at least fail that challenge so that I can at least have one less stress point and sort of just keep moving on. Really, it's going to be more of a moment to moment thing, so can't really guarantee that. Can't really guarantee that I will absolutely not do the challenge. So far, the challenge has been doing me good, though. The extra has been helping. And if I do need a week, or do need a month to take a break from that challenge, I will. I feel like once again, once I reach the ability to do a full week, it's gonna become a lot easier to go up in days. Because again, you've already done it for a week, man. Just don't do it for another. It's not that simple, I'm well aware. But the ability to just have that willpower over myself and to will my actions instead of being mindlessly controlled by a part of my brain that I don't really want to just keep going. Yeah, I gotta I gotta talk to the I gotta talk to the horse I'm riding, not the man riding the horse. Because as much as I like to believe that the man riding the horse can control the horse, I can only train it to a certain degree. I actually have to persuade that horse. Otherwise, It's not going to matter. Um, like I said with my sleep schedule thing, I'm I'm just gonna chill out. I've been failing that for a lot of the month. I'm not gonna bother doing that. I'm just gonna try and solidify waking up at a specific time and make that the most consistent thing I got going on. Because trying to wake up or trying to go to bed at a very specific time is adding a hell of a lot of stress. So would not sleeping. But I'm also realizing that not sleeping is kind of a part of a bigger issue and not actually totally within my control. I'm gonna try. Why's my foot so ishy? I'm gonna try a couple of things next month. Probably the months preceding that one too. But I'm not gonna make such a hard focus on it because I just don't think I'm totally capable of doing it yet. So we'll just let some time pass and focus on that a little more later down the line. I'm not gonna just remove it entirely, but I am very much going to. Ooh, youch! Very much going to chill out. I'm not gonna be escalating my workout because I did fail, so it's gonna be the exact same next month. Oh well, it is what it is. And with my goals and I guess data points down, let's talk about my why I'm fucking why I kind of feel pretty exhausted today. I have quite a bit to do this weekend. I was a fool this week and decided, or at least previous versions of myself decided that they weren't going to do what they should have. So I am actually a little behind on on how I wanted things to go. So I kind of have to work into overdrive both today and tomorrow. As long as I get one of my things done to actually technically two of my things done today, and then maybe a little more done today, I won't have to worry nearly as much because then I'll have pretty much the entire weekend to finish up that other half and then do the other crazy ass assignments I got. Not crazy ass, they're actually pretty easy. I just got a really long assignment, then a paper I need to write for my ethnography, which I'm not even totally confident in my ability to write that, but it is my first time doing it, so, you know, if I'm gonna end up pursuing a degree in anthropology, which I'm more than likely going to have to do if I want to get to archaeology, I'm just gonna have to let this first time be a learning experience, do my absolute best, try not to try not to fuck up really badly, which I already have. So let's not fuck up anymore, and then um, make sure that I'm at the very least just keeping up with my other classes. That's my current lowest, so I want to focus on that the most. But I gotta at the very least keep up with the other classes that I view as a hell of a lot more important, at least, or a hell of a lot less important. Wires are all crossed. I am still a bit tired, but I'm more in this very satisfied state. It's not where I feel like my eyes are going to shut every second and I have to fight that. It's more just I want to go to bed, but I know I can't, so I'm not allowed to. It's uh it's not the best state to be in, but it does allow me to get my work done at least pretty decently. Ugh. Um so far, I feel like I can actually do it. All I got is like for what I have due today, I just have to write a little bit of one of my essays to get my peer review in, then do my peer review stuff in the preceding days, which easy pickings. Hell, it should be easy to do it right now. I technically don't have to do it tomorrow and the next day. Well, the last one I do have to do by the final day because I have to wait for other people's assessments of my stuff. So, oh well, but it is what it is. That's the only part of it I have to wait for. Other than that, should be completely fine. I will finish up the base part of that, maybe do the other stuff to be a bit proactive with it, and then do what I currently see as my most important thing, which is a Yeah, public speaking assignment. One of a informative speech that I have to do. Um, bah, 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 bah. Um, a informative speech that I have to do that I'm currently setting the outline for, which this speech is due by Sunday. So I gotta find my sources or re-find them because I already found some of them, and then I don't know, I must not have saved the document I put them on because then they just went fucking poof and disappeared. So that's nice. At least I know where one of my sources is, so I can very easily get to it. And then I can move forward to getting those other two sources, finishing out that, actually recording the fucking thing, uploading it, linking it as a peer review thing, or linking it to the peer review assignment that's also connected to it, getting that done after watching those people's stuff, and then I can make my I can do my appeal board simulation thing for anthropology as well as my fucking study guide, which is fucking huge, by the way. Absolutely crazy large. My god. It's not tough, it's just big. It's just really big. So it's gonna take a lot of time. And a lot of reading. Not nearly as much reading, but still a lot of reading. So, whew. Actually, it kind of makes me wish that my teacher just allowed us to allowed us to have the study guide open way beforehand, so we could have done it while we were doing like the notes stuff. Because she had us do specific things that engage with lectures, but why not just let us compile the study guide as we went along? That would have been well, frankly speaking, that would have been fucking great. Sure, it's nice to review it, but at that point, just give us a worksheet that's meant to be a companion to these things, instead of instead of just giving it to us as like, oh, do this over the course of a week while also doing this other paper. I got other shit I gotta do. I can't I can't do this all the time, man. I will admit though, I have a lot of time, and I've just been fucking wasting it. That's not great. I don't want to be put in situations where I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff on Friday so that the weekend is not nearly as crowded. But I mean, at this point, what can I do? I just kind of have to deal. So it is what it is. I guess I got all that off my chest. That was nice. Um, I'm gonna get back to doing my little leisurely break, and then after that, back to work. Get my draft done. See if I can do any of my peer reviews, and then after that, work on informative speech. Maybe if things turn out fucking crazy great, get that done, and then I can just like uh, record it on Saturday, submit that shit, and um, then after that, I can start working on my paper for my appeal paper for my anthropology. If I can get at least like a third or half of that done on Saturday, then the next day I can guaranteed get it done on Sunday, get it before it's due. I don't know if I'll be able to complete my study guide. Frankly speaking, I don't care, man. I know I should. That one's especially a pretty high point thing to do. I'm just gonna submit whatever I have completed. Um, that's if I can't complete it by time the clock hits midnight, or sorry, by time the clock hits like 2 minutes before midnight, I'm gonna submit what I do have, get the credit for what I got, fuck right off into spring break where I can then leisurely work on one of my papers and actually start doing the field research for my ethnography, which sounds like a really nice break, especially since it's one of the things that I'm actually pushing myself out of bounds or out of my usual boundaries for. I actually have to go out there, analyze, and fucking interview some people, which, yeah, I'm really nervous thinking about that, but that sounds awesome. I have to do it. I have no choice in the matter. I have to take notes. I have to go way outside of what I'm used to. Which, while that obviously leaves plenty of room to crumble, I got 3 whole days I can do this shit for. I got plenty of tries, man. Within those days, I think these things last for at least 4 hours. The event time lasts for 4 hours, so I have long enough to walk around, try again, find people who are and aren't willing, yada yada yada. I can do all of that. I got plenty of time. I just gotta handwrite my shit, and after every day, if I have any new notes, make sure to transcribe it the day of or the immediate day after so that it's not that big of an issue because those are two separate things. You need handwritten notes and organized stuff. I didn't expect this to be nearly as thorough, and I also completely forgot about it for most of the semester we've been in, and it hit me like a fucking freight train when I saw that I needed to do a small little thing on the importance of ethics beforehand, and I just like, how am I supposed to write an entire 2-page paper on ethics in a day when I've already done so much other crap and don't even have half the day to do it? I could have done it if I had at least half the day and maybe hadn't done everything else, but man, I was not doing that with the time I had. I'm gonna have to write it eventually because I need all of the things submitted in order to get a grade on it, but it is what it is. I'm probably not gonna actually get any points for that, which fine. I just have to do it anyway in order to get a grade at all for the final project, so if it's a requirement, I'm required to do it. Uh, but yeah. Oh man. That is I did not expect to talk for that long. That's about everything I got. Stressful times. I'm gonna have a week. I can do some stuff during then, at my leisure. Chill out, slow down, take it a bit more, take it more incrementally, and make sure to get all my stuff done properly and not just in the messy format that I've been doing it so far. Usually these resets don't work, but I'm not actually going to stop working on school stuff during this spring break. I'm going to keep doing school stuff. I'm going to finish up my paper. I'm going to prepare for the next segments. I'm actually going to prepare ahead of time. It's going to be a spring break, but I'm still going to be doing plenty, and I'm not gonna let myself rest pretty much. So, I mean, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's kind of good for me. It at least makes me use my break for a little more than nothing that I usually would. So, in that case, I'll see myself next month. Whenever I don't know what day that's gonna be. I just know that it's gonna be. So, yeah. Goodbye.